What's up, guys? Dickapin here, and this game is called TemTem. And well, damn, let's be real. It's it's a Pokemon type game, and it's by an indie studio, which I find to be really cool. I really like the idea of like these indie studios trying to tackle games that Nintendo basically has had the ball on for a very long time. For instance, I mean, Animal Crossing. There's been a lot of games recently that's tried to be Animal Crossing. For anything Stardew Valley to the game I recently covered on here called Stickles, which is an amazing game. It's actually been really fun and reminds me a lot of Animal Crossing, but not like this one reminds me of Pokemon. This is straight up Pokemon MMO. And I know I mentioned in a video previously how I'm kind of sick of Pokemon, but I think it was because I was so overwhelmed and I'm so used to the normal Pokemon. I did mention in that video about a week ago that I think it'd be cool if we had an indie developer put out a Pokemon game. And then it's like they listened to me. Before you knew it, boom, here's an indie Pokemon game. Now, I think this will work better because I don't know the characters offhand. I can learn them, I can capture them, I can see what's different, and there's only less than 100 right now. I don't have to worry about 1,000 different characters to figure out, see which one's new, which one's old. I can just really kind of enjoy the characters they have, at least I hope. This game is $35 on Steam. It eventually will come to Xbox, PS4, and Switch, but it's on early access right now, so probably not until next year. But I'm definitely excited to check it out. This game was supposed to come out in holiday season last year, but it got delayed apparently, so it came out now. And I do have to say that yes, of course, the servers last night were complete craps. It just came out yesterday, and the servers were totally bombed. But after about 11 o'clock at night, I was able to get on and play for a good 3 or 4 hours, and I think it's pretty cool. Now, I really like the look of it. It does kind of look like Pokemon, but it has like a cool indie style. But not only does it have a cool like indie style, I feel that it has like, I like the like shading, like I like the menu. I like the way. The biggest thing about this game that I really like is the multiplayer aspect. Now, I was not able to team up with someone last night and go on like an adventure or some crazy stuff. I don't think it's like a huge, massive multiplayer. It's more just an MMO. It's not massive. It's not going to be like, oh, we're going to team up together and go on huge quests to kill the big boss. It's not like that. It's more like you're probably team up together, take on gym challenges, battle each other. And I think that's one thing that really caught me off guard with this game. And I'll show you what you mean. Let's go find where we're supposed to go first. Let's go check out the first 3 starter Pokemon that we get to choose from, and then we'll talk about the multiplayer aspect. God, these houses are pretty. So I found it. It has to be it because he's like, hey, here we are, cutscene. So, oh, these are my starting Pokemon. This it's so cool because it really does start off like Pokemon, but it feels different. It's like I'm really hoping they took everything from Pokemon that we love and just fix the annoying stuff, you know, and making it better. Hopefully. I'm not sure if I like this guy better than Professor Oaks, but I don't really like this Max guy though. Oh well, screw them both. All right, so what is this? Grass, fire, and what is this? You can probably hear my kid. Weak against crystal, melee. I'm sorry, I'll probably just end up picking that guy because he looks like Mewtwo. And these guys are like basically basic looking. I mean, I like this guy. You know, he's grass. I like the fire one, but I really like this basic bitch over here. I might just have to grab this guy. It's like spoke to me. He's all flying. Reminds me of like Mewtwo. We got our Mewtwo guy, and as soon as I walked outside, Max wanted to go for a battle. I don't like this Max guy. I'm glad he's like my enemy. They really try to make it that way too. It's not like a friendly rival. It's a dead-ass serious rival. I've never battled before. I don't know about this. Ooh, that's not good. Oh, that seemed fair, right? Okay, that has to be staged. Maybe there's a certain Pokemon that can take him out if you pick the right one, but that has to be staged. There's no way. Maybe there's like a perfect Pokemon you can select that is weak against his, but that has to be staged. Blah, blah, blah. I think this game would have did well. Oh, he gave me a Pokemon. I think this game would have did well with voice acting. That would have made it stand out. That's one thing I always thought that Pokemon should do. It should have actual voice acting. I mean, basically just like the show does. That'd be amazing. Really think they should kind of more spin off the real Pokemon to be more like they do with Dragon Ball Z. In Dragon Ball Z, they really make it where it's like the TV show blend into with a game. And it'd be cool to have like the Pokemon TV show blended into the game. And that's how it kind of played off of real voice acting, but you still caught Pokemon in open world. And oh my gosh, we just busted into the open worlds. Wow. This is what I mean that I was trying to talk about earlier, but we haven't got to it yet, is the feel of this game. Now, I never noticed how weird Pokemon feels until I got on here and noticed that there is just so many people roaming around. It is just almost crowded. It makes it feel alive. Now, one thing I really miss on here is I miss seeing the Pokemon in the grass. Now, I don't think that's really possible with everyone running around, but that's one thing I do think the new Pokemon has over this game, being able to see the Pokemon in the grass. But I will say this game does have shinies, which I'm excited to maybe find some cool shinies. I think he said it was 1 in 6,000 chance of finding a shiny. So once we learn some more Pokemon, find some shinies, I think it'd be cool to make some videos of showing them off. So this is the battling. Now, Pokemon, you had what? I think it was AP or RP points, and when you lost those points, you couldn't fight anymore. But this system more has like a stamina up system. The blue is your stamina up, and the green's your life. So you can like take rest like during a battle and get your stamina up and fight more, and it takes more stamina up to do more powerful maneuvers. So you kind of have to watch your stamina. It puts a good strategy in it, and I like that so much more better than the way Animal Crossing the way Pokemon worked, where you would literally, if you lost all your attack points, I think then basically you couldn't attack. You were stuck there. And with this one, you can at least rest for a turn or two and then go back to fighting, which I think is pretty awesome. But yeah, if you guys are starting off, the first thing you definitely want to do is try to start catching some Pokemon and fighting, leveling you guys up. As far as I've seen it, your Pokemon do not level together, so you have to have the two you want to level up out and fight if you want to level them up. So I thought I'd at least try to capture one, because one of your first missions is to capture some Pokemon, and once you do that, you can get the first little device. So capturing is a little bit different. You don't throw a Pokeball, you kind of just throw this spinning thing and it digitally captures them, which is cool. I actually really like the idea of the cards. I really do like that idea. I haven't yet seen me miss a capture yet, so I don't know what happens. I don't know if it breaks your card. Now, I'm assuming it breaks your card, you have to get more cards, but I'm loving this game so far. I can't really quite put my finger on why I like it so much, but it's just really unique. It's like I said, I always wanted an indie Pokemon that didn't go too crazy and too out there. It just had a certain amount of Pokemon. We can get to know a good amount of Pokemon. It's a different type of game. It's an open world MMO, which is always people running around, and that just makes this game so alive and so cool looking. I mean, I'm just really feeling it. I really am. And we'll be having more videos come forward. I really want to post as many videos as I can for this game while it's, you know, trendy and while it's cool, because I'm really into it, you know. If you guys got some tips and tricks in the comments that I can do, can show you guys, let me know. I do have a tips and tricks video on how to kind of start farming at the beginning here, which we'll post a little bit later today. But thank you guys for watching this first impressions video of TemTem. I absolutely adore it. I love how you can switch out your Pokemon. You can run around with your favorite. I think this game's amazing. You guys should pick it up. So Dusk and Fly, like, subscribe. I'll talk to you later. Peace.